Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the Healing CEO podcast. I am Keana Spencer, and today we're talking about something that isn't on the checklist when you start a business or launch a healing movement, but it's real, it's heavy, and for many of us, it's exhausting. We're talking about the invisible labor of Black women in healing spaces. This episode is a heart led, truth telling exploration of the emotional, spiritual, and energetic labor that Black women carry in spaces where healing, care, and leadership intersects. It's about the unspoken roles we play, the expectations placed on us, and what it means to hold space for others while rarely being held ourselves. This episode is part story, part truth telling, and part release. Because I don't know about you, but I am tired of pretending strength is weightless. And there are roles that we just never signed up for. Let me just be plainly clear. If you are a Black woman doing healing work, whether it's coaching, community, ministry, or mental health, you are probably carrying more than the actual role requires. You're the encourager, the fixer, the translator, the emotional sponge, and the default strong one. Even when you set boundaries, people expect access to you. Even when you say you're not available, people lean on your availability. And somehow, in a space meant for healing, you become the container for everyone else's pain. That's not strategy, that's emotional exploitation. This pattern isn't new. It didn't start with us, but we definitely normalized it. Black women have historically been positioned as caregivers, even in systems that don't care for us. We were doulas, the nannies, the comforters, the pastors' wives, the trauma doulas, even the strong friends. And even as we enter wellness and behavioral health as professionals and leaders, the expectation is still that we'll absorb what others can't hold. But let me say this. Being gifted doesn't mean being used. Being strong doesn't mean being sacrificed. And being a healer doesn't mean being hollowed out. Here's how I felt this in my own life in real time. I've had clients and colleagues trauma dump on me before they even said hello. I've been expected to give grace for late payment, poor communication, and cross boundaries because I'm the sister in the work. I have absorbed people's silence and their expectations at the same time, like I was supposed to just know what to do, all while navigating my own healing, my own rebuilding, my own grief. And let me be honest, it almost made me quit. Not the vision, not the call, but the space. Because what's the point of leading a healing movement if the healer is breaking under the weight of it? Here's the truth that people just don't see. We bring unseen labor to every room. We're scanning for safety, even in professional spaces. We're holding back to avoid being seen as the angry Black woman or aggressive. We're managing tone, timing, energy, and impact all at once. That's emotional labor, that's spiritual labor, and it is not free. We cannot invoice for it, but we feel the cost. And the cost isn't always burnout. Sometimes it's just bitterness. But it's okay to release the Superwoman contract. Somewhere along the way, we've signed a contract silently. It said, be everything to everybody. Carry it all. Don't break. Well, I'm here to tell you I am breaking that contract with love, with honor, with boundaries, because I cannot lead a healing space while ignoring my own. I cannot model sustainability if I'm silently struggling. I cannot build something sacred while holding shame for simply being human. We are not saviors, we are vessels. And vessels need to be refilled. For this week leadership pause, I want you to sit with this. Where have you accepted invisible labor as your identity? And how is it costing you? What would it look like to stop over explaining, overcompensating, and stop overgiving. What would shift if you told yourself, I'm allowed to be a leader and still need care? Let's say that again. I'm allowed to be a leader and still need care. You have permission to protect your capacity. I want you to walk away from this episode with one thing, and that's permission. You have permission to say, not today, without guilt. Log off without explanation. Be unavailable without apology. Let others carry their own healing. We cannot save a community if we're silently erasing ourselves to do it. You are not the strategy, you are the steward. Protect your peace like your purpose depends on it, because it actually does. If this message spoke to you, I want you to know you are not alone. You are not crazy for feeling the weight. You are not selfish for needing space. And we are no less powerful when we rest. We are no less committed when we say no. We are no less spiritual when we protect our own healing. Thank you for joining me in this truth-telling space. Let's keep dismantling this myth of invisible labor with love, clarity, and courage. Subscribe wherever you are listening. Visit our website at solacgrove.org. Send me a message. Join our movement. Share this episode with another strong woman who's tired of being strong alone. Until next time, I'm Keana Spencer, and this is the Healing CEO Podcast.